Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Judy.
I'm here with Andrea Purnell of Glow and Stretch
With Andrea Purnell.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
Oh, well, thank you for asking me.
Yeah, my pleasure. So if you could perhaps just tell us a little bit about your fitness program and how long you've been running these particular programs.
Okay, so the Glow and Stretch program it sort of grew from working a little bit more with seniors. And then I began to develop some programming through different nursing homes and retirement homes here in the community. And what I realized is that there are a lot of myths about our seniors. And the program that I've developed actually dispels a lot of the myths about aging and seniors. What I find is the feedback that comes back to me is, I didn't know I could do that. Or I haven't done that type of exercise in years. Or a couple of days later they say, ooh, I feel my hamstrings, or I feel my quadriceps, and it feels so good.
It's a nice feeling,
you know. So that's sort of how it started, working and doing some programming in nursing homes and retirement homes. I've been teaching for about 10 years. I started with a martial arts studio. And so one of the things I teach as well is kickboxing, but it really has just evolved from there. And what a great community here to work with, and working with people who get wiser. They are more focused. The sense of humor, we have a lot of laughs here. At the Dundas Baptist Church, I run programs starting next month. It will be twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:45.
For seniors?
It's 55 plus.
55 plus.
Yeah, but we do have some younger people that do attend. I don't turn anyone away because fitness is for everybody. And physical literacy, no matter what our age is important. So I think we mentioned off camera the idea of some people are just starting their physical fitness journey, and they may be 50, and that's wonderful too. Yeah.
So for the last 10 years that you've been involved, has it always been with seniors, or did it start out with the younger and you sort of
it started out with younger people. And I still run a couple of more higher impact classes, but I have to admit this is a labor of love. I really, really enjoy working with this demographic.
And the myth is it more or less self-imposed that people just didn't think that they could do what they can do, or do you think people at some point just thought older people aren't capable of the exercise that they obviously are capable of?
I think it's a bit of both. I think perhaps maybe we listen over and over again, perhaps to folks to say, oh, you can't do this, you're 70 plus, and then you begin to start to believe it. And I believe that my job here is to say, no, I mean, everybody has their limitations or their boundaries, and I modify the exercise if I need to. It's important to have that ongoing feedback. And that's also how I develop my programs as well.
And is there a particular reason or something that motivated you to start the seniors fitness program?
I think there's a feeling that you can't do when you reach a certain age. And when you never want people who are connected to me or who I come in contact with to ever feel like that. So it's my job, I think, to empower people to feel like they can do.
Good. You're going to extend your right leg. Right hand on the right hip. Left hand on the right thigh. Lifting the chest, opening that shoulder, and turning. And you're stepping with the left foot this time. Good. Bringing the water back over you. 2 more. Good. And one more time. we bring those arms back, we're gonna bring the moon with us. Stepping back with that left foot and caressing the moon.
They're a wonderful group to work with for sure. So if you have seniors with any particular physical disability, or for lack of a better word,
Yes.
how do you modify your fitness for them?
Oh, good question. So what I do is I break up the class into 3 separate sections. The first section is usually a seated section, and everyone is able to participate to the best of their ability. When we start to stand for the second section, what I do is I start with the modified exercise first, and then we'll say, if you would like the challenge,
Right.
we will intensify it this way or that way. And I find that that seems to work.
Yeah, then people do what they're comfortable with instead of feeling like
Yes.
they must do a particular exercise.
That's right, that's
Yeah.
right. And it's also something to work toward,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, we have 70 plus people doing wall sits in here.
Yeah.
I've met
Doing what?
wall sits. I've met 20-year-olds that can't do a wall sit. You sit on the wall, and
Sit on the floor.
You sit on the wall.
Oh, sit on the wall. You did say sit on the
Yes,
wall.
yeah, and you
Oh, of course,
you
of
come down
course,
the
yeah,
wall, and there's
Yeah.
some amazing
Yeah.
things that
Yeah.
happen here.
Yeah.
Again, that piece about didn't realize that they could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Nice to know they still got it.
Yes.
Yeah. And what is the age range roughly then of your group?
So I believe the youngest is probably in her maybe 50, and then the oldest is 82.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do they come back pretty regularly, or do you?
Yes.
Do you find you need to motivate them, or do they come back pretty readily?
Oh no, they
Yeah.
are consistently
Yeah.
asking, and this is I started this program once a week, and the ongoing feedback that I was getting was we need to do this twice a
Yeah.
week. So they're motivating themselves and each other.
So, yeah, I can see that. Was there a little bit of Tai Chi in what you did? Do you
Yes.
teach Tai Chi as well?
I do teach Tai
Yeah,
Chi as
yeah.
well. Tai Chi and yoga, it's a mix of the two of them. And it's just a wonderful way to stretch
Mhm.
and move the whole body.
Yeah.
Again, there's this myth that you have to get on the floor to stretch. You don't need to,
No.
you can do it on both feet.
Yeah.
And so this enables us to do a full stretch and still move all of those different types of, you've got a great type of movement, you can move all your body.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And we create something very special in here with doing that particular routine. And it's the same, that is the only thing that's the same in my classes. We do the same routine
Yeah.
every week.
There's something nice about that. I imagine it helps with balance as well. A lot
Yes,
of these.
yes. So those are the 3 aspects that I look at when I design a program for seniors: balance, mobility, and flexibility.
Yeah.
And that's what my program is based
Yeah.
on. Yeah, and strength as well, strengthening too.
And it
is
helps
important.
people become aware of their bodies, doesn't it?
Yes, very much
Yeah.
so.
They
Yes.
want to ignore where it hurts, but really that's there anyway, so you might as well pay attention to it.
Right, yes. And we even do things like facial yoga.
wow.
And because you forget, okay, this is how I chew. These are the sensations that my jaw should feel. Doing even work with your eyes.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot of giggles because we use our
Yeah.
tongue
Yeah.
but I incorporate the whole body
Yeah.
from head to toe.
Yeah. Well, you had a big group here today.
It was a good sized group. Usually we
Yeah.
have between 20 and 25. We had quite a snowstorm, as you know.
Yeah.
So we had usually, as I said, about 20 to 25. I think we had about 16 today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They all seem to be quite focused on what you're doing. So-
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't need to ask what you enjoy about what you do because I think you've sort of made that clear.
Mhm.
You obviously get a lot of reward from it as well.
Yes.
What would you say you're most proud of professionally?
I would say that because this is my second career, I worked for the government for almost 26 years, and I enjoyed what I did. but this is a whole new
Yeah.
lease on life, and it's exciting.
Yeah.
And from designing the music to the programs, I have physiotherapists and OTs that I will just check in to say, is this an appropriate exercise for
Yeah.
perhaps this particular person? And it's enabled me to kind of to reach out into the community as well myself, and to check in to make sure that
Yeah.
I'm checking all those boxes.
And you're rowing your own boat. You're self-employed.
Yes,
Yeah, good for
yes,
you.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just talking to a lady out there while I was waiting for you, and she said how much she enjoyed the class, and she said it's fun, and it has to be fun, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm, for
That's a
sure,
big
Judy.
part of it.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I think we take the exercise seriously, but it's
Yeah.
just it's a great time. It's a great 45-minute class.
Have you been into fitness most of your life yourself?
I have on and off. It was a way of releasing and relieving stress from my other career, but certainly not to this level. Yeah, and my children and my husband
I know.
were all much into physical fitness. Yeah,
They all run, don't they?
yeah,
for one
they
thing?
do. Yeah.
Alex is doing well?
Alec is doing amazingly well.
Yeah.
He's second year at Guelph, and he's there running for their team and on scholarship there.
Yeah.
And Olivia's right behind him.
I know, I
Yes,
see her up and
yes, with her music, and
I know,
it's lovely.
Music and athletics runs in your family.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to have a regular class like this that you can look forward to every week. I have a couple myself, and it's just something every week, and you get such a nice camaraderie with the rest of the group, and they all
Yes.
enjoy each other's company, and there's lots of chatting and laughing and giggling after the class as well, and
Yes.
catching up, I imagine.
Yes, and fellowship is really important. Because we do know that there can be a history of isolation
Mhm.
for certain people, so this is another way.
Absolutely.
And being in Dundas and having it kind of in the middle of Dundas, really, and it's on a bus route if
Yeah.
need be. Although people tend to sort of give each other rides,
Yeah.
and so it's ensuring your neighbors come
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and keep fit.
Like you say, isolation is a big problem now, and this whole notion of social connection helps a lot, especially for those people, older people living by themselves. So
Yes.
yeah, and it's physical exercise,
And
so
it's
it's all
physical
good.
exercise.
Yeah. Very good, Andrea. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure,
Yeah,
Judy.
good
Thank you
stuff.
for asking
Thank you.
me.
Okay, thanks.
Ah,
Thanks.
you're welcome.